and 5 and live.
Merhaba arkadaşlar, hepiniz IEFT Talks webinarlarına hoş geldiniz. Bugün Kanada'nın en iyilerinden Western University'nin Koleji King's University College'da eğitimi Aziz'den dinliyor olacağız. Lütfen sorularınızı questions kısmından sormayı unutmayın. Yes, Aziz, the stage is yours now.
Hello, everyone. Welcome, and thank you so much for being here. I am so excited to be presenting to you. I know a lot of you may not know about King's, but today is the perfect opportunity for you to learn more, see what our campus has to offer, what programs we have to offer, and most importantly, get all of your questions answered. So throughout the presentation, if you have any questions, please feel free to put them in the chat box, and I'll be more than happy to go back and answer them for you. And I will also will be personally giving you my email address. So if you have any questions after the presentation, you are also more than welcome to send me an email, and I'll be more than happy to reply to it as soon as I can. So what I'll do now is I will go through the presentation today, and then if you have any questions throughout, just put them in the chat box, and I will answer them as I go. So first, I'm going to say why King's, why choose King's, why study at King's, and what we have to offer. So our slogan at King's is a place to be and a place to become. And throughout this presentation, I will actually show you why. So why students should choose King's. So first thing, we do offer quality degree programs. We offer generous guaranteed entrance scholarships based on the final high school average, which I will go in details after. However, we do also offer more additional scholarships based on the country of origin. So from Turkey or from any other country, you can always let me know from what country you're applying from, and I can always give you a detailed scholarship breakdown for your specific country as well. We offer small campus and small class sizes. So our average class size in first year is about 50 to 60 students. Second, third, and fourth year, they actually shrink down to about 20 to 25 students. I myself graduated from King's. I graduated almost 4 years ago now. I graduated with an honors specialization in criminology. In my third and fourth year, most of my classes were about 20 students. That allowed me to have one-on-one relationships with my faculty members, and that also helped me when I graduated, when I'm applying to graduate school with the recommendation letters, and also just asking questions in the classroom makes it much easier when you have a one-on-one relationship. King's in general, we have a very supportive community. We are all here to support our students. We love to ensure that our students succeed in the environment that they are in. And as King's, even though we are an affiliate to Western University, we are we have our own comprehensive student services. So our students don't have to go anywhere. All the services are available for them here at our campus. We always say we do have the best of both worlds. So this slogan is absolutely my favorite, just because our students get to experience Western as a big university, world-renowned university, and as well as this small-knit community that we offer here at King's. So our students will graduate with a Western University degree, and our students will also have a Western University student card. So between King's and between the King's campus and the Western campus, it's about a 10-minute walk, and we also have a shuttle bus that would take students from campus to another. So our students have access to everything at main campus. So they have access to take classes at main campus, and they can also access any building, any facility at main campus, and they can join clubs, sports teams, and also they can complete a minor or a major at another campus. So in summary, our students actually get the best of both worlds, where they have access to basically 2 campuses, not only one, with services and amenities and buildings, as well as at the end of the day, they graduate with a Western degree, which is the world-renowned degree that everyone's looking for. So King's is located in London. So London is about 2 hours from Toronto. So we are located in Ontario. London is the 11th largest city in Ontario. So the city itself is not large and it's not small. It's kind of a medium-sized city. And we have the population of 530,000 people. London is called the Forest City. So we do have over 12, 13 parks in London. So for students or people that like outdoor activities, London would be the perfect fit for them. So what I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to go through our programs that we offer at King's, and then throughout any of those, please feel free to ask me questions. And then after the programs, I will go through about our student services and also our admission requirements and also our English language proficiency requirements. So I will go through the programs first, and then we'll move on to the next steps. So at King's, we are a liberal arts university, so we do focus mainly on arts and humanities, social sciences, business, and social work. So under our arts and humanities, we do have the Catholic Studies for Teachers, English, Foundations in Western Thought and Civilization, French, Philosophy, Religion and Society, Social and Political Thought, World Religions and Culture. So when you're looking at this screen, you see a Western education purple word right beside the Catholic Studies for Teachers in French. So in Canada, for students to be able to become teachers, either elementary school teachers or high school teachers, they have to go to the Faculty of Education, what they call a teacher's college. So that is a professional program that students have to apply to after completing an undergrad. So with the program that has a Western education symbol right beside it, what that means is that it is actually students have a guaranteed spot in the Faculty of Education if they maintain the requirement in the program. So what that means is that students will complete a four-year undergraduate degree in French, and then they will continue on to Faculty of Education to become teachers. Of course, if they choose to. They still do have to apply for the graduate program. However, they have a pathway where students can be guaranteed a spot. Under social sciences, we offer criminology. That's what I studied myself. Economics, finance, history, political science, psychology, sociology, human rights, and analytics and decision sciences. And so King's is also known for its standalone kind of unique interdisciplinary programs. And I'm going to go through those in a little bit. So the first interdisciplinary program that we have is disability studies. So disability studies, it's a program that looks on how people with disabilities live within society and treated within society. So this whole program combines a new concept of real life cases and also projects. So and this program is also has a very interactive learning modes. The second program that we have is Dynatology. We are the only university in North America that offers a degree module in Dynatology. So what is thanatology? I don't think a lot of people actually know what thanatology is, but thanatology is the study of death, grief, and bereavement. A lot of people think, oh, well, why do I want to study such a dark topic? However, thanatology itself doesn't only look at death, it looks at death losses and non-death losses. So it'll teach students how people grieve. For example, losing a job, losing a parent, losing something that is valuable. So it does look at death losses and non-death losses. And then now we actually go into the Bachelor of Management and Organizational Studies program. So under our business program, we do have 4 streams of business. So first we have accounting, and then we do have finance and administration, global commerce, which is international business, and also human resources. So what is unique about our BMUS program is also we do offer internship available in 3rd year in companies such as 3M. And then we do have the pathway with Ivy as well. So the third unique program that we have at King's is called the Finance and Wealth Management. So the Finance and Wealth Management is a unique program because students actually graduate with 2 degrees instead of 1. So first, it would be a degree and a diploma. So it is a collaboration between Fanshawe College here in London and then King's University here in London as well. So students will study for 4 years and they will receive a 3-year degree and a 2-year diploma within only 4 years. So what makes that program unique is that students graduating from this program will have, it will lead to a certification of the personal financial planner, qualified associate financial planner, and certified financial planner. So, and then also taking this program will prepare the students to write exams for the investment funds in Canada, Canadian security courses, and life's license qualification program. So this program is perfect for students looking to do to get into finance because it leads to so many opportunities within that industry here in Canada or even internationally. Child and Youth Studies, that is also another unique interdisciplinary program that we have here. It is unlike any other child and studies in Canada. It explores the experiences, voices, and perspectives of children. So it looks at how we often fail to listen to the voices of children and advocates for the children themselves. This program is unique because it offers exchange programs in the UK and Sweden, which a lot of our students will go there for a semester or a year to complete a few courses. And this program as well has a pathway to Western faculty of education. If students are interested in to continue and become teachers, they're more than welcome to take this program. Social Justice and Peace Studies, that's also another program that we offer here at King's, and it is also a unique program. So it is one of the only programs in Canada that combines the study of social justice and peace, and it examines the root problems and teaches students ways and how they can enact change within the world. And this program is also has a pathway to the Faculty of Education at Western. So finally and not least, so the last program that I'm going to talk about today is actually the school social work. So King's is very well known for our social work program. So for students interested in getting in social work, I think it would be a great fit. And why? Because our students graduate with more than 700 hours of practicum experience. So what that means is that our students will be graduating with enough experience to kind of dive into the workforce. So the social work program itself is actually a professional program. So it is actually a second entry program. So students have to attend 2 years of university and complete 10 credits before applying to the Bachelor of Social Work. And then they will continue for 2 years and then they'll graduate with a Bachelor of Social Work. So about 80% of the BSW grads are employed within the first 6 months. And then most of these actually grads will be employed by the company or the office that they did their practicum in. And then we do offer also a Master's of Social Work. So if students chose to complete another undergrad, but they're still interested in social work, they can always complete a Master's of Social Work. So Master's of Social Work is the only graduate program that we offer here at King's. So this year we implemented a new program, if you will, and it's called the King's Promise. So King's Promise is a way for us to take care of our students. It's a way for us to promise our students a good outcome. So basically what the King's Promise is a signature program that guarantees students a meaningful employment within the first 6 months of graduation. So students will enroll in this program in their first year, and then they will participate in programming and lectures and training. And then if they don't gain a meaningful employment after graduation within 6 months, they get to come back to King's for a full year free of tuition to take more courses and upgrade. So I always recommend students who are attending King's to enroll in that program. It is only a few training sessions and programming within the year. And then it actually helps students to find employment and be successful after graduation. I have this in my presentation just because students are typically kind of not sure how their schedule is going to look like, because every single university around the world is very different. For us specifically, students will have about 15 hours a week for lecture. So for example, this is a sample first-year student who is interested in multiple programs. So what's nice about King's and universities in general in Canada is that first year is a general first year. So students don't have to pick what they want to pursue as a major until the end of first year. So for example, this student that you see right here can continue into sociology, can continue into philosophy, can continue into disability studies, can continue into English, and then they took psych as a prerequisite. So they can minor in psych as well. So now I'm going to go into more support services that we have here at King's. So as I mentioned earlier in the presentation, that we are a self-fulfilled campus, so we have all the services, all the supports that students need right here on campus. Even though we have all our supports here on campus, our students are also have access to all the support services at main campus. So technically, students have 2 sets of support that they can access at any time. So some of the supports that we offer here is summer academic orientation. So that's a program that is done in the summer before first year. That's where students can meet a counselor, make sure they're enrolled in the right courses and so forth. We have tutoring services, math tutoring, economics tutoring. We have personal counseling, academic counseling, career counseling, and most importantly, the right place. So for a lot of international students, like myself, I was an international student from Jordan. I wasn't sure or confident with my writing abilities when I came to a university in Canada. So the right place is a perfect support service for international students where they support them and help them write essays at a university level. King's Academic Mentoring Program, that's where upper year students are paired up with first year students to help them navigate university life, transition. It could be social or academic. We do offer a lot of learning skills workshops, how to write multiple choice exams, how to build a resume, how to write a cover letter, and most importantly, we do have accessibility services. So we try our best at King's to accommodate any students with any accommodations that they need. So a lot of students typically look for the great university experience. So at King's, we do have, as part of Western, we have the largest orientation week in Canada. There's a lot of opportunities for students to get engaged, to be active on campus. Students can participate and be part of student council, clubs, athletics. So athletics, we have our own intramural athletic teams, and as also our students have access to all the athletic teams at main campus. So those are varsity athletic teams. And then we do offer our own King's Fitness and Recreational Center, and then also our students are can attend football, basketball games, or any sports games for free because they are Western students. So nowadays, experiential learning has been becoming more and more and more important. Learning outside of the classroom gives students a lot of experience in the real world. So at King's, we recognize that, and we do have more than 50 plus partners around the world, university partners. So about 100 to 150 students every single year at King's will go on international exchange. And we kind of recognize that, and then that's why we do have bursaries available for students traveling. So students can get up to $2,000 per year for international exchange. So why do that? Because people get to go outside of the classroom, experience another country, experience another culture, and it is very important for personal growth, and it also looks great on a resume. So some of the places that our students have gone is Spain, Barcelona, Sweden, Italy, England, Africa, Australia, and so many more. So we have 50 plus university partners around the world that students can pick and choose from anywhere. And also students can go for half a semester, for a semester or a full year, or there's also experiential learning courses that students are able to go to different countries for a short period of time, so such as like 5 days or a week. Those are also available for students in their undergrad. So after talking about programs and then support services and international exchange, I will talk a little bit about our admission requirements. And of course, what you see here at the screen is our admission requirements for students in Ontario. However, if you are interested in emailing me with questions about specific admission requirements, I am more than happy to help you. I will put my email address in the chat afterwards. So feel free to reach out to me if you have any questions about any admission requirements. So typically what we're looking for is a final average of 79 to 80%, and that's typically from any country in the world, so 79 to 80%. So all students applying to King's will have to provide proof of English language proficiency unless they've been in an English language environment for more than 4 years. So the most popular English language proficiency exam is the IELTS, and we require a minimum overall average of a 6.5, no section less than 6.0. I get a lot of questions about, so what if we don't meet the requirement? What if we fall slightly under? And that's okay, and that's why we have the English language programs available for students, especially international students. So first we have the Quick Start program, so which is a 6-week fast-track English as a second language program. It goes from July to August, and that's for students who fall slightly under the admission requirements for the English language proficiency, and that's an overall of 6.0 and no section less than 5.5. And then the next thing we have, which is the King's Enhanced tier, which is a program designed for students interested in business. So what they do is they do a full year of English language program, as well as they complete 2.0 credits of economics and math while they do that. So they're not wasting a whole year on English language program, they're actually completing university credits during that. So the requirement for that is 5.5 overall and no section less than 5.0. If you have any questions about the English language proficiency program, you just let me know, and I will be more than happy to answer any questions you have about that. So I know that sometimes money can be a very sensitive topic for international students, like it was for me. Fortunately, King's offers very generous and guaranteed entrance scholarships. Students don't have to apply for these entrance scholarships. They're automatically calculated and deducted from students' tuitions. And then we do also have bursaries and scholarships that students can apply to, additional to the entrance scholarships that they receive. And also we have the International Work Experience program, where students can work on campus and also study, so they can work part-time. So right here you see the base kind of the base entrance scholarships. It goes from high school entrance scholarship, IB entrance scholarship, and then international high school entrance scholarships. So for all students coming from an international country, so any country outside of Canada, they will be eligible for the scholarship on the right-hand side there for upwards of $5,000. However, in addition to that, we do have more scholarships available. It depends on the country of origin, and it can go up to about $12,000 as well. So residence, we do offer guaranteed residence for all first-year students as long as they apply before the deadline. So we have 450 students living in residence, and then 90% of our students get their first pick of residence, because we do have 5 styles of residence at King's. Students can pick their top favorite 2, and then we can guarantee to pick to be given one of their top 2 choices. Residence is a home away from home. We do have residence assistants live in the residence to ensure the safety of our students, as well as to support them in any way that they can. While we head towards the end of our presentation today, I would encourage you to follow us on social media just to get more information about King's, any updates or reminders. We go live almost every Friday or every week or so, and we have a lot of giveaways and more. And as always, my email inbox is always open for students. So if you have any questions that I'm not able to answer today, or if there's a specific question about a student or about anything that you need to reach out to me about, please feel free to reach out to me. I'll be more than happy to answer any questions you have. So what I'll do now is I'll actually go back and answer some questions in the chat. So unfortunately, we are, the first question is about if we offer a medical program. So unfortunately, we are a liberal arts university. So we do not offer any sciences. We offer arts and humanities, social sciences, business, and social work. Unfortunately, the other question is about Master of Science. Unfortunately, the only master's program that we offer is a Master's of Social Work. And then there's a question about if students can get a work permit after graduation. Yes, it has happened. So international students can apply for the postgraduate work permit. However, there is some rules to that I'm not very familiar with. However, I know that students are able to apply for a work permit after graduation. So if we graduate in any program, do we get a job in Toronto or Ottawa? Yes, absolutely. So when students graduate from King's University College, they actually graduate with a Western University degree, and it is a world-recognized, world-renowned degree. So you can work in any cities in Canada and also internationally. So the IELTS scores that we require, so we require a 6.5, no section less than 6.0. And unfortunately, we don't offer an MBA. However, we do have a pathway with Ivy Business School. So in order to get to an MBA program, you do have to complete 2 years of undergraduate courses. And then there's two options of students actually continuing into an MBA. One is with applying at the end of your second year and getting into the Ivy Business School for the MBA program. And the second way is advanced opportunity, which is students can apply straight from high school based on high school grades, and then that will guarantee them a spot into third year. However, the program itself doesn't start until third and fourth year. And again, I have another question about a chemistry program. So unfortunately, we don't offer chemistry as we are a liberal arts university. Is GPA very important for undergraduate programs? So it depends. So if you're applying as a university transfer or if you're applying from high school, it depends on what. However, we do have admission requirements. So Sita, if you have a specific question about either university transfer or anything like that, please feel free to clarify in your question. Yeah, the campus, the next question is asking about if the campus is located in the city center. So we are not located in downtown London, however, we are located in North Center. So we are in North London. There is accommodations on campus, so we do offer residence. So we have about 5 residence styles and they're guaranteed for students. And then all the amenities are very close to campus. Students can walk typically to grocery stores, supermarkets, and so forth. So everything is close by. Which programs are, the next question is, which program is most popular for international students, especially for a career in Canada after graduation? So that is actually a great question because I get that asked a lot. There is no popular or right program for international students. I always recommend that students pursue the program that they are interested in. So if you are interested in business, you can do accounting, global commerce, or finance and administration, or like pursue something that you will enjoy and you will succeed, because you will never work a day in your life if you love what you work. And that's always something that I say to students, is that always pick your most favorite, topic or program that you want to study. I studied criminology and I work in education, so it's what you're interested in, and And again, our degrees are recognized worldwide. So whatever you choose to study at King's or at Western or at any university should be the program that you're interested in the most. Okay, I think that is all the questions that I have here. Is there any other questions that I am able to answer?
Yes, we have another question from at the top. Could you please also answer that question, Aziz?
How much money is accommodation in university rent? Absolutely. Perfect. So our residence accommodations are typically, they change every year. However, this year I believe they're about close to $10,000, 10,000 Canadian dollars, which can make it a lot of difference. So unfortunately, we don't offer a degree in engineering, environmental engineering. However, I do recommend that you explore Western University, as they do have engineering there, and then that might be a better fit for you. Perfect. The next question is, my daughter will have a Canadian high school diploma as the protocol her school has made with the Canadian government. She wants to study medicine. What can we do? So medicine, again, is a professional program. So students can't get directly into medicine. So students have to do an undergraduate degree in any other discipline and then write the MCAT and then get into medical school. So there is, so back-to-back kind of, they have to do an undergraduate for 4 years and also continue to medical school afterwards. So what they usually recommend is that students should study anything that they are interested in the most in undergrad, so they can exceed and have higher grades, so they become more competitive to get into the medical school afterwards. So I have another questions about scholarships. So again, we do have entrance scholarships for students coming into university. So again, they're guaranteed. Students don't have to apply for them. It is based on their final average from high school. I see here that you're asking about a master's program. The only master's program that we offer is master's of social work. So if that's something you're interested in, please let me know. However, we do also offer continuing scholarships for students in undergrad. So if they maintain an 80% average or higher, they will the scholarships will continue throughout their years as well. Perfect. So I have another question about working experience, diploma, and scholarships. So no, it does not affect scholarships. So our application is solely based on grades. So we don't look for a resume, we don't look for an essay, we don't look for anything. We look for grades and English language proficiency, and that's it. So work experience does not affect entrance scholarships at all. Okay. Is there any other questions? I'll give you a minute or so to type them in the chat if you do. So Erman is asking about how much money would be for a master's degree. So it depends on what master's program you're applying to. So I would highly recommend that you choose which master's program you want to pursue and then find the tuition cost for that afterwards, because it does vary between university and another, and it does vary between program and another. And then I have another question, if there's a guarantee for a job after a master's degree. So there is unfortunately no guarantee for a job. So students will have to kind of apply for the jobs on their own. So there's no guarantee of employment after a degree or a master's degree.
Yes, thank you very much for your answers, Aziz. I think you covered all of the questions.
Perfect. Thank you.
Also, could you please put your email address on the chat box? I can see it on the presentation, but sometimes our participants can directly copy from there.
Perfect. So I just put my email in the chat box there. Feel free to send me an email, and I'll be more than happy to answer any questions that you weren't able to ask today.
Yes, thank you very much for your great presentation. It was a really informative webinar for the attendees. And I would like to thank the participants in Turkish as well. Katıldığınız için teşekkür ederiz arkadaşlar. King's College University ile ilgili diğer sorularınız için Aziz'in paylaşmış olduğu mail adresinden iletişime geçebilirsiniz. Aynı zamanda sizi altıdaki webinarımıza da davet etmek isteriz. Thank you very much again, Aziz. It was a pleasure to have you in IEFT Talks.
Also, it's a pleasure to be here, and thank you everyone for being here.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.